Hi, I'm Anusha. I make beauty related content. If this is something that interests you, please take a moment to click that subscribe button. Also hit the bell icon so that you will get notified whenever I upload. Without further ado, let's get started with today's video. Today I am going to be reviewing the vitamin C 10% and AZ 1% from Be Minimalist. I am also going to be sharing my thoughts on their new launch, that is their 100% ascorbic acid powder. So to know the review of this product and my thoughts on that product, please keep on watching. I am going to be sharing everything about this product, like how to layer this product with other actives, and it is not actually the pure vitamin C, it is a derivative of vitamin C, that is ethyl ascorbic acid. Is that really effective? Will it deliver the same benefits to the skin as L ascorbic acid will do? And my experience with this product, what are the changes that I have noticed on my skin after using this product? I'm going to be sharing all these details in the video. Now coming to the basics of the product, it comes in this black glass bottle with a dropper packaging. Actually, I like the glass black bottle because we know vitamin C is sensitive to both air and light. So this bottle will not allow much light to enter into this product. But it comes with a dropper packaging. I personally prefer the pump packaging for vitamin C serum because that prevents air from entering into the bottle. Every time we use this dropper packaging, some amount of air will enter into the product. I think a pump packaging would be better when compared to a dropper packaging. Coming to the pricing of the product, it retails for 699 rupees for 30 ml, which is like standard pricing. Coming to the consistency of this product, it comes in a water base. Generally, minimalist products are known for using aloe vera as base of their product, but this product they have used centella water instead of aloe vera, making this serum very lightweight on the skin. I like that thing very much about this serum. They have mentioned that the pH of this serum is between 3.9 to 4.9. Actually, I have tested the pH of this product and it came between 4 to 5. Coming to the point, why you should use a vitamin C, when you should consider incorporating a vitamin C serum into your skin. You are going to get the following benefits if you are using a vitamin C. Vitamin C is a good antioxidant. So if you apply vitamin C in the morning, it will fight the free radical damage that may be caused due to pollution or UV exposure of the skin. So it is a very good antioxidant, and vitamin C helps to brighten up the skin and even out the skin tone. So if you are looking for basic brightening and evening out of your skin tone, you can incorporate a vitamin C serum. And if you are looking for some anti-aging benefits, building of collagen in your skin, you can definitely look out for a good vitamin C serum. And the percentage also matters when it comes to the performance of vitamin C. If you want like serious anti-aging collagen buildup in your skin, you can use between 10 to 20% concentrations. And if you are looking for basic antioxidant and brightening of skin benefit, if you are looking for those kind of benefits, then you can work between 5 to 10% of vitamin C. Even low concentrations of vitamin C also work, but it will take some time to show the results. And don't go beyond 20% vitamin C, because the optimal level of vitamin C that gets absorbed into the skin is 20%. So don't go beyond 20%, it may harm your skin rather than doing good. So stick to maximum 20%. If you are a beginner, start with 5% or 10%, then you can increase the percentage of vitamin C. Now comes the question, like we know for a fact that vitamin C has decades and decades of studies and it has proven benefits to the skin. But coming to the derivatives, can they deliver the same benefits as vitamin C? The answer is we really don't know. We don't have much studies supporting the claims of derivatives of vitamin C. For the derivatives to work as vitamin C after applying to the skin, first they have to be converted into pure vitamin C, then they will impart the benefits of vitamin C into our skin. So here the two factors that are important are how much product is absorbed into the skin and how much product is actually converted into vitamin C. I saw on the website that this particular derivative the conversion rate is like 86%. So 10% of ethyl ascorbic acid converts to 8.6% of pure ascorbic acid upon applying onto the skin. But we don't have much data to prove this. Most of this information is coming from manufacturers, so we don't have much data to support these claims. But what we can expect from this derivative is it can help as an antioxidant on the skin, and it will help to brighten and even out the skin tone. We can expect up to that point from this particular derivative. Now, why derivative? Then we know vitamin C works and we don't know whether a derivative works or not. Then you can directly use vitamin C, pure vitamin C. Then why go for derivative? Because pure vitamin C works at low pH, which may be irritating for sensitive skin people, while the derivatives works at much higher pH close to the skin, so they are less irritating. Pure vitamin C is unstable to both light and air, so it is very difficult to formulate, and it will go really bad if not formulated well and if not stored properly. But coming to the derivatives of vitamin C, they are more stable and they are easy to formulate with. So nowadays we are seeing these derivatives of vitamin C more in formulations rather than pure vitamin C itself. Now, coming to the actual ingredients of the product, it has centella leaf water as base of the product. They have used centella leaf water maybe to counteract any irritation due to vitamin C, because vitamin C is a strong active and it may be irritating to sensitive skin people. So it is a good choice that they have included centella leaf water. Then as the second ingredient we have ethyl ascorbic acid, that is the derivative of vitamin C in 10% concentration. Actually this derivative is seen in most formulations these days. It is both water soluble and oil soluble derivative of vitamin C. It is the most stable form of vitamin C we have, and it works at a much higher pH when compared to ascorbic acid. Ascorbic acid works at around pH of 3, so that may be irritating for sensitive skin people, while this derivative works at pH nearly equal to our skin's pH, so this is very less irritating when compared to pure ascorbic acid. It is in 10% concentration, so we can expect good antioxidant benefits and good skin brightening benefits and acne marks reduction benefits from this serum. Then we have some solvents. Then again we have glycerin, which is a good humectant. Then we have another important ingredient, that is acetyl glucosamine in 1% concentration. Actually this is a precursor to hyaluronic acid, means that this ingredient will tell the skin to produce hyaluronic acid, so it will hydrate the skin and it will make the skin looking plump and healthy. In addition to that, it is an antioxidant and skin replenishing ingredient, so we are getting good antioxidant benefits from this serum. Then we also have sodium hyaluronate after acetyl glucosamine, so I am guessing the concentration is around 1%. And we have pullulan. Pullulan is an antioxidant and it acts as both thickener also, so it will help to give body to a particular product. And we have couple of preservatives and thickeners and some miscellaneous ingredients. The preservative used here is phenoxyethanol. Again, general we find this preservative in most of the formulations these days. Now coming to my experience of using this product. When I first started using this product, it gave me skin irritation or it may be pursing. I got every time I used it, within 2 days I used to get 3 to 4 whiteheads or small pimples in this area. Then I used to give a break for about 7 to 10 days, and once the irritation goes down, then again I used to start using this product and again I used to get that. This happened like about 3 times. Then what I did, I switched to sandwich method. What this method is, first you apply a soothing lightweight moisturizer on the skin, then you apply a strong active, then you can go on with your normal skincare routine, finishing off with a thick moisturizer. So actually you are placing a strong active that between 2 layers of moisturizer. This is called skin sandwich method. I have used this Innisfree Aloe Revital Soothing Gel as first layer. Then I went ahead with this vitamin C. Then I continued with my normal skincare routine, that is moisturizer and sunscreen when I am shooting, like when I am sitting near the window. If I am not shooting and I am normally roaming freely in my home, I normally don't use sunscreen. I started using this once a day in skin sandwich method and I did not get any skin irritation or any purging at all. That method worked really well for me and my skin started taking this vitamin C. The brightening effect that I can see within like 15 to 20 days, and fading of my acne marks. I have acne marks on my cheeks, and the fading of my acne marks, I can see considerable difference within 1.5 months. After using this product like 1.5 months, more than 50% of my marks have reduced. Now I have very much less acne marks when compared to when I started using this serum. So if your skin concerns are these basic skin brightening and fading of acne scars, you can definitely get this product. It will impart a nice glow to your skin, and you can use this both AM and PM. I use this only AM. And if you are going out or if you are sitting by large windows, please make sure that you are wearing an SPF, and please remember it may cause irritation or purging to sensitive skin people. Please do a patch test before using this product. Then coming to layering part, don't mix this vitamin C serum when you are using retinols or AHA or BHA. I personally don't use, but the pH is somewhere close to skin, so it may not irritate, but to be on the safer side of things, I don't use this when I am using exfoliating acids, because I don't want to irritate my skin. But if your skin can take it, you can use it. Yeah, I like this product. It's an S from my side. Coming to, they have launched the L-ascorbic acid powder. I don't buy that product now because you see, the instruction states that you can take some amount of powder. They provide some spoon with that, and you can mix that powder in the moisturizer or body lotions or serums, in whatever you want to mix. You can mix it and use it, so that the powder will deliver the benefits of ascorbic acid. I cannot believe that, because for ascorbic acid to work, it should work at a certain pH. The pH should be around 3, but when I am mixing that powder with some kind of moisturizer, I really cannot adjust the pH of the final product. And concentration really matters when it comes to strong actives. If you are not getting the concentration correct, you may harm your skin rather than doing good. Because you see, when you are making a 10 ml of solution, then even a 0.5 grams of ascorbic acid powder can increase the concentration to double. So if you want to make 20% vitamin C, you will end up making 40%, which is like very strong and which will irritate your skin. Obviously, you will be making small batches with this powder because you don't have preservatives in hand. So you have to make really small batches. So you have to use really small quantities. Measuring an active with a teaspoon is not a really good idea. It will not give you control over the exact grams. But if I find a way to measure exact grams at my home, then I may buy the product, because it is very difficult to find L-ascorbic acid serums in Indian market. And I know for a fact that vitamin C in its purest form will deliver the anti-aging benefits. But I cannot find a pure ascorbic acid product in Indian market. We have Claire's, that is 5% vitamin C, but it is very expensive for 35 ml of bottle. So it will be very helpful if I can make a vitamin C serum with this ascorbic acid powder, so that I can make small batches every week. But for that, I need a good measuring system where I have control of each 0.5 grams of difference also I should be able to measure. Till I figure that out, I will not be buying that. But if I can do that, I'll go ahead and buy to make a vitamin C serum for myself. Actually, Lab Muffin Beauty Science, she made a beautiful video on how you can make your own vitamin C serum using vitamin C powder. So I am thinking to make one for myself using that. I wish Minimalist come up with pure ascorbic acid serum than pure ascorbic acid powder, because the chances of irritating your skin with powder are much higher when compared to well formulated vitamin C serum. So if Minimalist comes up with pure vitamin C serum, I'm the first person to feel happy and go ahead and buy it, because we lack pure vitamin C serums in our Indian market. So I really wish they come up with the vitamin C serum in different concentrations like 5, 10, 15 and 20. I wish they really do that. So that is my review on vitamin C serum from Minimalist, and vitamin C and my thoughts on vitamin C powder from Be Minimalist. If you enjoy watching this video, please give it a like, also share it with your friends, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because that helps me grow. With that, I am wrapping up today's video. We'll meet you in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.